Om Yathagni Dahita Shakti Ram Krishna Sthita Hiya Sarva Vidya Swarupantam Saradam Pranamamaham Paratatve Sadalino Ram Krishna Samagnaya Yu Dharma Sthapanarato Biresham Tam Namamaham. Just as the burning power of fire dwells within fire, does she dwell in Ramakrishna. To her, the embodiment of all wisdom, Ma Sharada, we bow down. Ever immersed in the supreme truth, yet by the command of Ramakrishna, he was dedicated to establishing Dharma. To him, the Lord of Heroes, Swami Vivekananda, we bow. Namaskar. In India, we call Suprabhatam if it is in the morning. So good morning to all of you. And dear friends and devotees, it is extremely a matter of great joy for me, extreme joy for me. And as Mr. Anandan Babu was mentioning, this year being the 50th year, as devotees, we feel a special elated state of mind. All years are good, but you celebrate 10 years. Many devotees, when I was in South Africa, Maharaj, this is our 10th year. They will come with some presentation. This is what is celebration? Maharaj told the Chabukunam. What is that? These are personal, individual. So this is the 10th year of our Mantra Diksha. So the milestones in our lives, having a center, an ashram. I remember Swami said, wherever, in every state of America, there should be a Vedanta center. And in India, Swamiji, when after returning, this glorious return from the West, just giving, it is out of the context, not inside our topic, but to make the devotees understand the importance of setting up an ashrama and becoming fortunate enough to be blessed enough, I should say, to be a part of that center, the running of it. It is really wonderful for the spiritual growth of our lives. Many may not understand that. It is not a karma yoga. After returning with Swamiji, Shivanandaji Maharaj and others, they were traveling with Swamiji from Calcutta. They were going to Almora. Everything was being done nicely. Some Western devotees were there, European devotees with Swamiji, Mr. Xavier, Mrs. Xavier, some others. So Mani was there. Swamiji is present. Always good discourses. Remaining in the company of Swami Vivekananda itself is a spiritual elevation. You don't need to do your japa meditation separately. Because your mind is always already will be in such a state that never in your life perhaps you have not yet realized that, experience that, to be with Swami Vivekananda, try to understand. So all were in a very sublime mood. Suddenly one day Swami is telling my dear Tarudha, who was nearly 7-8 years senior to Swami Vivekananda, Swami Shivanandaji Mahapurush Maharaj, who became the second president of the Ramakrishna Modern Mission after the demise of Swami Brahmanandaji Maharaj, who was the spiritual son and the first president of the Ramakrishna Modern Mission in 1922. From then on, he was the president up to 1934, Shivananda. And at that time, it was in 1897, Swamiji was telling me, Dada, Shivananda, I don't have any funds anymore. These Western devotees, they have come. I cannot depend on them. They have done whatever we. Now, you find out your path. You see, these Swamis were, as just I have said, ever merged in the supreme truth, yet by the command of Ramakrishna, Paratakti Sadalina, who used to remain ever merged, completely absorbed in the spiritual bliss of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That Swami Vivekananda, at the behest of his Guru, Sri Ramakrishna, by scolding when Naren was asking that, I don't like to do any karma. I understand. I have got that spiritual bliss, that joy, the nectar, which we cannot express. Neither we have experienced nor even if we experience. Rishis, Munis, they say, those who have experienced that it cannot be spoken through the tongue, mouth. Avang Manasabhujaram. It cannot be realized, understood, spoken, described through the tongue. That bliss, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Only minimum thing can be said, oh, supreme bliss. No worldly thing can give us that bliss. This must be bliss, bliss, bliss. So, Swami Vivekananda wanted to remain in that state. But Sri Ramakrishna scolded, oh, Naren, chi, chi, chi. He spoke in Bengali. So, we feel very comfortable and what I should say. It is very nice to quote Sri Ramakrishna. You see what he has quoted. I will translate it into English. But the spirit, he said in Bengali, chi, 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 fie on you, Naren. Oh. I thought you will be the shelter of hundreds and thousands, like a banyan tree under the shade. Many people will come who are suffering in this misery of the world. They will come and have solace and joy. And you are thinking of your bliss only. Can you be that selfish? Don't. You are not that small, that narrow, my dear Naren. You have to do mother's work. The key is with me. So you have experienced that bliss, wonderful, which is undescribable. Nobody can speak, nobody can say anything, nobody can express through any of the organs, our senses. But you have experienced it. Bhoje pran, bhoje jar. Who has understood, has understood. Who has realized, has realized. It is not something that I can describe it to others and you will also understand. So that Vivekananda, that you have to do work for others, he came down, and these Guru Bhais, brother disciples, also wanted to remain absorbed in meditation. Master said, God realization is the goal of life. He didn't say, do this work, that, or only Naren, day after day, closing the door. Nobody was there. Something special was given to Naren. For all others, do japa meditation, seek there. God realization. And how to realize God? Do japa meditation, prayer. Pray to the Divine Mother. What wonderful prayers Sri Ramakrishna taught us. This. For all Bhakti Yoga, this surrender, 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 and completely remain absorbed in that. And Vivekananda also will find this refuge comes, this idea of taking refuge at the feet of Holy Mother Sharada Devi, who was none other than that Divine Mother, who is doing this creation, preservation, sustenance. I should not say destruction, it is absolving, dissolution. Again, it is just involution, you can say. Evolution and involution, which is going on. So, Sri Ramakrishna taught us how to pray as a devotee, and through that, I have got Mother's vision in this way. So, goal of life is to realize God will do that. All others knew that. O Mother, I throw myself on thy mercy. I take shelter at thy hallowed feet. I do not want bodily comforts. I do not crave name and fame. I do not seek the 8 occult powers. Be gracious and grant that I may have pure love for thee, a love unsmitten by desire, untainted by any selfish aims, a love craved by the devotee for the sake of love alone. And grant me the favor, O Mother, that I may not be deluded by thy world bewitching Maya, that I may never be attached to the world, to lust and gold, conjured up by thy inscrutable Maya. O Mother, there is no one but thee whom I may call my own. Mother, I do not know how to worship. I am without austerity. I have neither devotion nor knowledge. Be gracious, Mother, and out of thy infinite mercy, grant me love for thy lotus feet. This is general instruction of Sri Ramakrishna in this Kali Yuga, path of devotion. Do yourself, have your mukti, which is you are expected of. That is why you have been given this human birth through the grace of God. Durlabham Trayavaveta Vivektiramani Shankaracharya said. Daivan Bruhetupam Manushyattam Mokshattam Mahampurusha Samsraya. 3 things are very rare in this life, in this world, in this universe. What are those? This human body, Manushyattam, Mokshattam, desire to liberate one's own self. Am I this body, mind, consciousness, body, mind complex? And this is my end. This is the beginning and this is the end. To be born and only to die. The goal of being born in this world is only to die. No, to become immortal. Moksha. Second, this desire. Very rare. How many billions of people out there? How you are thinking of what is bhakti, what is God, what is something else? When they have some problem, then they come. You never think of a doctor unless and until you have a dentist, unless and until you have a teeth to pain. And Sri Ramakrishna says, when you have the pain in the teeth, then always you're thinking of that teeth and doctor. When he will come, what medicine he will give, how to get rid of this excruciating pain. Those who have experience, they know what is this dental pain. So, this second one is mokshattam. People are there. How many care for moksha, the desire to liberate oneself? What is the self? Body is everything. Enjoy. Just eat, drink, and make merry. So what? This is the peace life. Animals. That is why Homo sapiens, we fall also in the animal kingdom. Only a little difference, which only spiritual people know, that you cannot judge the human character and everything like Freud, that what is happening in the animal kingdom will be happening with the human beings also. Although almost everything, 99% you can say common. Desire to sleep, desire to have progeny, desire having the fear of others, something powerful, this fear for death, all these things, and enjoying, eating, drinking, all this merriment, sense enjoyment, these are all common with the animals only. Dharmeno hina pushabhishamana. If a person, human being who doesn't have any understanding of dharma, this dharma means not going to the church. Religion is not the exact word, as Swami Vivekananda said, that our soul is not this Atman, is the Western idea of soul, and our Atman, idea of Atman, is not the same. Something you do not have. These people did not know. If you do not understand, if you have not experienced, certain thing. How can you understand? Leave it. You don't have any word for that. This in English, there are 26 letters, and in Sanskrit, old Sanskrit, there are 56 letters. In Panchat Borne Kali, there are 50 letters which are not obsolete. Now it is there in the Sanskrit language, we can find that every letter is one mantra. So this Vedantic culture, Rishi Muni's culture, their ideas cannot be compared with many other ideas. There is ethics, there is morality, but less spirituality. So, however, I come to the point. So many things, other things are there I am talking of. Just to have the background of the Swami Vivekananda, what he was trying to do. That this human life is very rare. Shankaracharya says, third is Manushuttam, Mahaprabhu, to have a guide, a teacher, a guru. Guru, we say, Mantra Guru. Sri Ramakrishna had so many gurus. Sri Krishna also had. Ramchandra also had. One is there. But from each and everyone they learn something because they are ever ready to learn. That is what we are in the Bhagavad. There is 24 Avadhita stories there. Sri Ramakrishna several times say, from each and everyone we can learn, from nature also. Everyone is capable to give a new message to me, who is still groping in the darkness, not finding the path. A little bit from him, a little bit from you, a little bit from her, from each and everyone. If you really, that is why Mother has said, don't try to find fault with others. Rather, you see your own faults. We have enough. We don't try to see our faults. Always we are ever conscious of others. And then Mother is telling you, you really want to elevate yourself. Peace, I want peace. If you don't raise yourself to a higher level, peace is something sublime. You will remain in the completely bodily level, physical level, material level. And I want peace, I want joy, I want bliss. It cannot be. One has to understand. So, this desire to raise one's own self to a higher level of spiritual bliss, enjoyment of spiritual joy, and having a guide, teacher, these are very rare. So, this Mahapurush Maharaj and another disciple, they are always living in themselves. But for Naren, Master said something. Now, Naren is telling other brothers, chorao, spread, and wherever you go, speak the truth, Vedantic truth. Don't take Sri Ramakrishna's name everywhere. Sri Ramakrishna's ideas are there. Vedas, Vedanta, this could be understood more properly, better way, in the right manner, through the life and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna. Otherwise, you cannot understand what is written. It is just Sri Ramakrishna says, if almanac, if you take and it is written this year, there will be enough flood, and you squeeze the almanac, that book, will you get a drop of water? But knowledge that this year it will happen, rain, there will be rain. Rain, too much, torrential rain. But that is theoretical. In practicality, we have to strive for that. So, my dear Dada Tarukda, wherever you go, I cannot take your responsibility. Go, you find out your path. But one thing, my dear Tarukda, wherever you go, see that there comes a master center. This is the point I told you. So many things are things. Come to the point. Be a part of the center. Don't think it was founded by Sumanasanandaji and Bhashanandaji, and they did their duty. And my grandfather was present at that time, so what is my I will enjoy. Eat, drink, sleep, and you enjoy. Master is not telling householders, you must have. This life is there. And spiritual singers also, Master is telling, Swami is telling, showing a sullen face, long face. In Bengali, he said, Banglar Pancher Moto. Here, he was in the Sangat Saddam Sangha. In Upanishad, everywhere there is the word addressing us, human being. I am not realized, so we will not say. I do not know whether you are realized or not. But I can say, speak for myself. I should not say you are not realized. But in the scripture, Upanishads again and again is telling Srinantu, say, Amrita Saputra. We are children of immortal bliss, but getting too much grossly engrossed in the materialistic things, worldly things, sense level, we have forgot our divine nature. But our nature is divine. Suppose I am a prince, but in the childhood I have lost my parents. I do not know that this princely blood is flowing through my veins. And I am moving here and there with some beggars and vagabonds. I am thinking I am also a part of that. Suddenly, it is discovered that somebody came and this is the boy. I have declared this. Will I feel that still I am a beggar? Still I should salute whoever is coming? I know I am the crown prince. I am the one, son of that. The Srinantu Vishwamritas, we are all the children of immortal bliss, but always complaining suffering and suffering. Where is bliss? Where is peace? Everyone is running after peace, but peace is nowhere else. Peace is here. If you really want to have peace, don't find fault with others. Rather, you see your own. The world is your own. Nobody is a stranger. Because I cannot accept you, love, that is why I cannot love you. The moment I know you are my mother, you are my father, you are my brother, you are me, you go one step forward, no mother, no father, no brother, no sister, no friend. You are me. Wonderful, this mantra I have just shared. Similarly, those who contact Ram now will find this Hanumanji is telling that Nana Spriha Rukupate Hridaye Asmadhiye Satyam Vadani Chavava Akhilantara Bhukti Prajacha Ragupungava Nirvadame Kamadi Doshadahitam Kuruvana Sancha. Oh, my dear Ramchandra. And before that is stating, Srinathe Janaki. I know that Bhagavan Vishnu, Narayan, husband of Lakshmi, and you, husband of Janaki, Sita, Koti Ramchandra, I know you are identical one, but I don't like to 24 hours be absorbed in the form of your Vishnu Rupa, Narayan Rupa. I like to see you in this form, lotus-eyed Ramchandra. And you see, I don't want anything else. I am not trapped. See that I am not, oh mother, and grant me that favor, oh mother, that I may not be deluded by thy world bewitching Maya. Tom Vishnu Shakti, Ananta Virya, Vishyasaviryam, Paramasi Maya, Sammohitam Devi, Samastameta, Pambai Prasanna, Bhuvimukti. Thou art the primordial energy power, the seed of the creation. You are doing, as I told, this mother is doing. Brahma and Shakti, Jathagne Dahika Shakti. As we find the fire, this fire's power to burn, Shakti to burn. And the fire itself, can you separate it? There will be fire, but it will not burn. And there will be something burning, but it is not fire. How can it be? Water, it is water, but it is solid. You cannot say it is water. You can say it is ice. You can say something. It can be taken to the gaseous form also. That's a different thing. But it is no more that. You cannot take that. So, wonderful things are there. We are forgetful of our own selves. That is why, so wherever you go, set up a center. What it will do? This is Atmana Mokshartam Jagatitayajo. By getting attached to a center, you are also remaining connected with the main source of flow, the river. if you don't get connected with the flow of the river, then what will happen? You will be still water. After that, you will be small pond. It will be dried up. It will be spoiled. But if it is always connected with the river, main river, then always fresh water will come. So Swamiji had a dream that everywhere, wherever devotees are there, who will run the center? I'm telling so many things because centers are there. Some people start. Afterwards, you find that's a big area. What is the total area?
5.68 acres.
Can you think of 5.6 acres? We are all children of Jamindar. We are Jamindar beta. Oh. You have to understand how many people individually you have this kind of things. You have to understand. But it is for whom? No personal connection. Nothing me and mine. See that I am not trapped. Tamgoi prasanna. If you are happy, propitiated, if you are propitiated through devotion, through prayer, through the purity of mind, bhuvi mukti hetu. Japam, tapam, meditation, Maharaj, I am doing all these things, I will not do any work. Why? Work is not work, work is worship. What do you think? I am sitting in a meditative, contemplative mood, and they all are thinking Maharaj is meditating, and my eyes are also closed. Outwardly, I am meditating, and I am one with God. But Gita, Bhagavan says that this Indriyani Samyama, Sarvendriyani, all these senses, Karmendriyani Samyama, Yasta Manusasma. I am not doing anything, but my mind is working. It may not always think, I should not say may, I know, our mind does not think always, is not always absorbed in God and God alone. That is called meditation. Meditation means I am thinking of that ultimate reality with form, without form, this form, that form, whatever it is. That becomes meditation. Otherwise, a couple, young boy and girl has fallen in love. Boy is thinking of the girl is thinking of the boy, or a cricket fan is today cricket will be, match will be, or match is over, always thinking of the cricket, his mind is also very contemplative. It is not meditation. Meditation is something higher. When my mind does not think of anything other than the object of my meditation, which is something higher, not anything worldly. That cannot become meditation. Sri Krishna said, is it, you see, this Brahmos, they also do the meditation. And I was thinking, I was seeing when they were closing their eyes and meditating, and this Markat meditation, this Bandur. Monkeys also sometimes they close their eyes. You are thinking, they are thinking, monkey is so devoted to Ramchandra. All are not Hanumans. All are not wanting, oh Ramchandra, see that I am not trapped in you or anything. I don't want anything, none of fear. I don't have any other desire than to have completely surrendered to you, full devotion, pure devotion at your lotus feet. Other than, and you also sitting in my heart, everyone's heart you are sitting there. You know that what I am speaking is truth. I am not cheating you. I am not a hypocrite, my dear Ramchandra. See that. But I know the power of your Maya. Tan Vaishnavi Shakti Ananta Virja Vishwasya Vijam Paramasi Maya. That great illusion that makes the great delusion. And we think what is not, we think it is, and what is, we think it is not. We run after the unreal, thinking that is real, give our energy, whole life, only to discover at the end, perhaps, mostly at the end of our life, you understand. We have been running after something which is mirage, prohelika, kuhelika, riddle, not something concrete, real, something unreal. And we have been giving our everything only to, at the end of our journey, find that no, somewhere we are misusing, wasting our time and energy. Another life is gone. Sri Ramakrishna is shedding tears and telling, oh mother, another day is gone. When I will see you, when you will bless me with your divine vision. And once you get that, you don't like to get absorbed yourself. You don't like to be absorbed yourself in any kind of, whatever kind of pleasure in this world. Because that joy cannot be compared with any kind of worldly enjoyment, pleasure, joy, which we enjoy through our senses. So, and that will come only through the grace of that Divine Mother. When you are happy, when you are propitiated, when Ramchandra was going to kill Ravana, this Brahma said, you cannot do that without having the blessings of the Divine Mother. You have to worship first. Ravana is shielded, is protected by the divine powers. Ravana is not an ordinary one that he will go and kill and take. It is not. No doubt, you are avatar. You will finally, but you have also to go through certain things. We have got this human body. We have got the desire. Why we are here? Most of you could have been in the beach, in the wine shop, in some other places, the bar. So many other places are there. Race course. In Las Vegas, we have a center, something I go. That is famous in this America, in the world. Las Vegas is famous for, you people, why it is. Everyone goes only to do some gambling, if I can get something. It's the goal of life only to cheat people and get something which I am not entitled to. I am not competitor, I have not done anything. Why should I take? Am I that superficial? Am I a beast? Sri Ramakrishna says, what is manush? Manush. Your dignity, feeling of your dignity, honor, that is man. Yes, I am a human being. Even though some very tasty food is there on ground, it is fallen. Like a dog, I cannot lick and enjoy that food, but dogs will eat. It is also an animal. Everything is like, it sleeps, I sleep. It has desire for, it has fear for anything powerful, I also fear for my life. Anything stronger comes, and it has the desire to jump on the weak. Dogs do. I also have those who are weak. There is a কথা, Shaktir Jam, Shaktir Bhakta, Naramer Jam. There is a saying. Those who are very soft, everyone take advantage of that. But you become strong, you see, we give our boli. Oh mother, oh divine, we will give the sacrifice. What? Goat. And most very soft and what I should say, very calm and quiet, not doing harm to anybody. That is sacrifice. This goat, this, that. Anybody, mother, if I get that, I will give you the sacrifice, Royal Bengal tiger, lion from gift. Nobody will promise that. We know. But if we give goat sacrifice, then we can leak later on as prasad. So, hypocrisy will not do. We have our divinity within. Avatar comes to make us understand. And Swamiji is saying, so you are all blessed to be connected with the center. Take it this way. What is japa, meditation, all these things, what? If you are not spiritually elevated, if your mind is not pure, what is the purity of mind? Purity of mind means that is called religious life, spiritual life. What is the difference? Sri Ramakrishna is telling to none other than Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was a colony man, but he was not an enlightened one. He was not a Buddha, he was not a Sri Ramakrishna, he was not a Chaitanya. Although he was given that title, Pandit Ishwar Chandra, the ocean of knowledge. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Sagar, ocean, Vidya, learning. Jesus did not have that. Buddha did not have that ocean of learning. Vidyasagar did have. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling, why you have come to you? If you are not something special, and God, Ishwar ki kauke kam shakti beshi shakti then, does God give somebody more power and somebody less power. Don't you understand yourself? Why I have come to see you? Why people respect you? Because of your love, because of your purity, because of your generosity, because of your compassion, because of your gifting, everything. But the Shakur, whatever he used to earn, he would always give it for the others, particularly for the education of the women. So, Sri Krishna is telling that spiritual life means dopam meditation. Why do we think I am going to the church, I am going to sitting there, I have given some donation and I have given one incense, I have done this. Somebody makes pranam like this, somebody like this, somebody this one, somebody that. So many posture. That is the way. If I can do in this way, offer my pranam, then it is granted. Otherwise, if I say from a distance, if I mentally I say, I am not doing anything, but mind is working, always remain absorbed in thinking of God and treat everyone as gods and goddesses. That is what the message of all scriptures. Feel that you are divine. You don't need to do anything. And when you feel you are divine, you don't stop doing good to others. Because you know, where is divinity? I am divine, you are also divine. Sarvabhutastam atmanam sarvabhutani cha atmani ikshata yoga yuktatma sarvatra samdarshana Gita. Seeing yourself in everyone and everyone, see everyone within yourself. Sarvatra samadarshana, you become equanimity of mind. I am partial to him, I am hateful to her, I am attracted to him, I am repulsive to him. It is not there. All are that embodiment of that one truth. With this form, that form, I am also one of those forms. So we are not separated. So wonderful teachings are there. Who will preach all these things through these centers? Atmanamokshartam, if you do something, you raise yourself, going one step forward to understand your real nature, the goal of human life, to achieve that. Realization of God realization. God will come from somewhere. God is sitting. God realization means I will have God's vision. Where is God's vision? God is here always. Innermost self, you are God. Brahma Veda, Brahmaiva Bhavati. When you know Brahma, when you know God, you become God. What happens to it? Once the horn will come, Sri Krishna is telling. Holy Mother also said, Dutuki Shinga Jai Baba. Monta change with that. My child, my son, what happens? If you realize God, your mind becomes changed, and purity of mind is japa meditation, all we are doing, all these things we do. Why? Only to control our mind, which is always, right from our birth till death, running after everywhere. That is called in the Australian Yoga Marga, there is this, our Raja Yoga, there is one state is there. Pratyahara. Enough you have given your mind, scattered everywhere. This mustard seed, small seed, if you just throw, can you collect it? Our mind is also like that. Swamiji said it is like the monkey who has got an ulcer in head and it is now bitten by a scorpion and it is drunk also. It has been the monkey itself is restless, plus it is drunk, ulcer in the head, not any other place, and bitten by the scorpion. What will be its condition? Our mind is like that. In the Gita also, Bhagavan is telling Arjuna, control your mind, you become you God controlling mind. I can stop elephants. If you ask somebody make stops air, it is impossible. But it is more than impossible. How can mind be controlled? That is possible. You start now. If you are connected with some spiritual activities, then your spiritual life will unfold. Spiritual life is not something will come from outside. It is already within. Treasure is within. Key is also with you. But we are not doing that. That is what is. God is always sitting there. Something new will come now. We will realize that. Yes. When I am ready, Guru will tell, Tat Tvamasi, thou art that. Where is that Brahman? Where is that God? You are God. No, no, I am not God. I am papi, I am sinner, I have so many. I know my weaknesses, what things I did as a small boy, as a school student, as a college student, as in my youth. Tata Saikata, Barivindu Sama, Sukamita Sama, Ramani Samaje, Tohe Bishori Mo, Tahe Bishori Lu, Tohe Bishori Mo, Tahe Samur Pilu, Abo Moju, Abo Konkati. I know. In the young, as a small boys, game, sports, playing, forgetful of real nature. In the youth, always thinking of enjoyment of the senses. And whole life in this way now, just sighing out only. What happened to me? What I do? My mind was busy with all these things. Where was my time to do worship, your worship? Most of our life is like that. At the end, what scriptures don't do in that way. You have the spiritual entity within. It is not something God. You are God. Only you have to know that. How? Think of 24 hours. You cannot do some good karma. Offer some prayer. Shed a little tears. A few drops of tears. And always try to think, yes, everything is changing in this world. One unchangeable is there. Why I run after of all this, running after all these things, which is changeable, which is not real? Let me know, discover, identify with that unchangeable one, birthless, deathless, changeless. You are Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta. Nothing can kill you. When you will be die, who will die and when you will be born? Aja, Nitya, Shashvata, Ayam Puran, Upanishad and Gita both. Birthless, deathless, changeless, eternal, with all goodness, joy, bliss. Our nature is bliss, but how many people you get in this world? Only those people who are not selfish. Unselfishness is God. So now, Swami Vivekananda taking refuge in Holy Mother after passing away of Sri Ramakrishna. Swami Vivekananda knew the mission is like what Sri Ramakrishna said, and directly we don't find that he had any direct conversation with Ma Sharada Devi. Only when young Naranati used to come to Dakshineshwar, Holy Mother Sharada Devi was so embodiment of modesty. She won't speak with anybody, to anybody. Only when the devotees come, she is preparing good food. Or Naren has come. One the master asked, yes, how is the food? And Naren was telling, food is good, but it is a diet for the patients. Those who know Bengali, there very no taste, no spice, no oil. Yes, there's something boiled. Yes, Norin is young man. He says, food is good, but it is meant for the patients who cannot eat anything, digest anything. It is diet for the patients, not for any normal people like me. Message is that Master was shouting, hey, hello, Shuncho, Oko Shuncho. What Noren says, are you prepared this? So Holy Mother used to prepare for her divine child, Divine Mother used to prepare for divine special dishes. For others, ordinary things we will do. But when Noren comes, that day, Holy Mother knows that spicy things, very concentrated, a solar drum, peas, perhaps all these things was not used to like Holy Mother would prepare also. This is. But when Sri Ramakrishna used to say something, Narada would say, Master, what you say, this is your hallucination. Whole day and night, mother, mother. So you are thinking mother has appeared. That is formless. None goes to the Keshav Sen, Rabindranath Tagore's father, Maharishi, Ishen, Devendra Thakur, Vijay Krishna Goswami, Keshav Sen. All these are all scholarly people giving lecture, and they are holding, conducting the services in the shrine, in the shrine. So they know that ultimate reality is there, that is without any form. It doesn't have any form, but it has power. This Shakti is there. Nirakar, but Shaguna. Shaguna means attribute. Satta, Rajatama, this creation, preservation, destruction, all these things are there. This power is this whole world. So, but Kali, it is a stone image, that is an idolatry, this is this, all this they have learned it from other religions coming from outside and having its impact on Hinduism. And some of this Hindu people, they thought that Hinduism is very bad, full of rituals, full of idol worship. It is not idol worship, it is spirit worship. Somebody, why you told me idol? Why a pratima? Why an image? It is not image of some stone image or wooden image or clay image. It is image of the spirit. Don't you understand? Only Sri Ramakrishna could say that because he experienced. Others only was preaching, but did not know, not experiencing. The theoretical knowledge is there. This almanac has said there will be water, but almanac cannot produce the Upanishad. When you know they are Veda or Veda Bhagavati. Other religion cannot say so. Bible will be no Bible, Quran will be no Quran, Jandavasta will be no Jandavasta, Tripitaka will be no Tripitaka. At least just we are telling, nowhere it is written there. But in Vedas, Rishis, this Puri, they are telling, when you know that, it is in the Upanishad, I am quoting from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, that Veda or Veda Bhagavati. Many Upanishads, Sandhya Upanishad. When you know that, you don't need. Sri Ramakrishna also says, you see, somebody has given you a list of purchasing the articles. When you already purchased, do you again read and read 24 hours reading? I have to purchase a rasgulla, I have to purchase a doll, I have to purchase this piece, that piece, this, that, dhoti, chador. No, when you have purchased, you throw it to the dustbin. You take care of what you have purchased and do according to the need. So books are books only until and unless we have the knowledge from that, we have the message from that, we have the guidance from that, but we have to do it through our own efforts. And that is possible not through egoism. There are so many paths at that, but in this Kali Yuga, taking shelter. Hanumanji was not a fool, he was a jnani, but still telling that my devotion is life. I know. Deha Buddha dasasmi. Then Jiva Buddha tadam shaka. Atma Buddha tameva aham iti me nishchitamati. When I think I am a body, then I think you are my creator Bhagavan, I am your das, I am your servant. You are my master, I am your servant. When I think, no, I have a soul, I am not this body, and the soul have this body, then I think, you are full, I am the part of that. This is Jiva, Jivatma, that cosmic soul and my individual soul. Coming in touch with this human body, I am thinking I am body, but I am not. If anybody says, shout Maharaj, immediately, because I am the only sadhu, I will think, yes, I have identified myself that I am a sadhu only. But I am not that. I am that Atman, ever free, nameless, attributeless, formless, but thinking I am this body. So Atma Buddha. But when Jiva Buddha, this you are full, I am part. Dvaita, Vishishta-dvaita, Advaita. What sign? Nicely spoken. But people will fight. No, yours is lower, mine is, this is this, I am Vedanta, I am Gyani. As if the devotion is very bad. God cannot take any form. God, I don't believe that. I don't know. What ego and ego and ego. 24 hours going to the bank, running after this anything that gives a little physical pleasure, but telling I am Vedantis. We are all Vedantists. We know this world is unreal. This body is also unreal. It is born, it will die. It will be ashes. It will be bound to ashes. Nobody will take care of it. Vajjan. That's the Shankaracharya is telling me this, the Chapat Panditika Matra, that so long husband has the life, oh my husband, wife's worship even husband body. The moment that Gato Vayu, this Jivan, this our Pran Vayu, this our life force is gone, Ajjang Vibhuti Tasmin Kaya, that body, dead body. Even that wife who embraced so many times and loved, now say it is dead body. I cannot, hey, come somebody, I cannot alone stay in this room alone with the dead body. This is, we think we are body, we are not the body. So, Sri Krishna gave a wonderful response to Swami Vivekananda, do all these things. Now, when Sri Krishna said anything, Vivekananda always contradicted. No, this. What do you know? Have you read psychology? It is hallucination, it is that, it is dream, all these things. And Master used to very joyfully enjoy the jalas. We will make our question answer a little less. We'll continue with half an hour question answer, 12 to 12. So 12:30. I think devotees won't mind that. Question answer will be less time. Let me continue with this main theme. So, Sri Krishna, anything said, not in wood, not accept. No, I cannot touch. The others also used to think, neka, show, fake, fraud. One day, Sri Krishna, the Jal Khabu, this I will take the water in Calcutta after one, that program, Naren also was supposed to come with Sri Krishna to Dakshineshwar and stay overnight there. Now, Sri Krishna, somebody has brought, Master will take the glass, all our devotees. So, very beautiful, washed everything, nice glass. Master is trying to take the water, but could not drink. So, Master left. So, Naren said, I will stay, I will not go. Master said, you will go with me. You told that now. No, I have my word, you go. Because he will now find out, inspect, research. What is that? Investigation. Secret investigation. FBI in this country, in India, raw, IB. What is that? After going, what is it really show? What happened? Who brought this water? Who brought this? Who is it clean? This, that, everything perfect. Finally, he came to know through his investigation secretly. Some bad person, not of a good character, mind, trust that. Although everything is fine, may it be golden, may it be the most purified, what is the best filter in this country? In India, there is one we used to use everywhere, Aquaguard, oh, very popular. So, I do not know. Although everything is pure outside, apparently, but Sri Krishna knew that something is wrong. That could not touch. So Naren kept one coin under the bed. I cannot touch any metal. And Tyaga, renunciation is so much that when he wanted to touch Holy Mother's body, could not touch. So my mind, don't be a fake and fraud one. If you have any desire, this is your legitimate wife. You have, you can. It is no problem. So, to pressing the mind to test it, whether it is pure or not pure, as his Guru Totapuri said that when Brahmogyan is that, when you are established in the Brahman, then there will be no understanding of this gender. You will not everywhere, you will feel the presence of that Brahman, which is beyond any gender. You cannot see. That is why in the scripture it is said, God, He is God. It is not that thou art that. It is not He is that. It is that. Thou art He. There is no He and She in the Brahma. So Sri Krishna could not touch the hand, and whole night it was so deep meditation, absorption in samadhi, the next day food is not coming down. So Noren teased him, they cannot touch the coin. Let me see. You see, we know the name of our Muthu Babu, that so devoted to Sri Ramakrishna, who gave everything. 14 years he served Ramakrishna as Guru, and he was everything in his life. Now, sends 2 prostitutes in his room to test him. That is a kind of paglami, madness and something. So, Sri Ramakrishna. So many ways, Calcutta people, doctors, they used to be samadhi, eyes are open, samadhi. Seeing the pulse, no pulse. Eyes are there. I can also show my samadhi. I am samadhi, I am in samadhi. You touch my eyeball, then you will understand what samadhi I mean. So Sri Ramakrishna, other devotees, descriptions are there. How painful it is for the devotees to see that my near and dear one, whom I worship as God, is touching the eyeball. Only to taste. Sri Ramakrishna had to pass through all these kind of tests, and through his own dearest #1 chief disciple also tested in so many ways and tried to humiliate him. But Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Nore namake jotota bhabe to ami totota mukhu noi. Nore namake jotota mukhu bhabe, I will translate. Ami totota mukhu. Noren thinks of me, I am that illiterate. I am not that illiterate. Thank you. Means I also know 1 or 2 English words. But Noren thinks that I do not know anything. Noren always criticize me. Whatever I say, he says he will cut, put into size, and all the arguments will be contradicted. And that no, you cannot stand on this. So Noren amake joto mukhu, as Noren thinks of me, I am not that illiterate. I also know a little bit. Yes, in young Bengal, thank you. Once I also can say something English, a few words. So Master used to be in that way. And Keshav Sen is present, and Master is telling you, see, the power Keshav has got, with that power he is world famous. When Keshav speaks, the world listens to him. Who is Keshav? He dines with the queen. At that time, when he used to go to England, the queen herself would sit and dine with Keshav. See the status of Keshav. That Keshav is being compared with young Narayana. The Master is telling this boy sitting here, so Keshav is so famous. In Narayan, 18 such powers is there. With 1 power, Keshav is world famous. Narayan has got 8. Narayan left that place. Afterwards came and started scolding to Sri Ramakrishna. So why people will not tell you that? What you have started? You don't have any shame, but I have. I have my honor, I have my dignity. You don't have. Anything and everything you want to speak, I am just a boy of Shimla, and you are comparing me with Keshav Chandra Sen in public. How could you say all these things? But I was telling you, how can I sit? Could I sit there? You have been talking so shamelessly, so I left the place. Narayan is being praised from all accounts. Narayan, many counts, Rakhal, this, that. Nobody is like Narayan. Others may be a little pond and teaches this, that. Narayan is how that such a big lake, no disturbance. Even 10 elephants come, water is not spoiled. Small beach, 1 elephant will go, the whole beach is gone. And others are 1 petal, 5 petal, 10 petal, maximum 100 petal, the lotus. Narayan is 1,000 petal lotus. Always praising Narayan. And in return, Narayan is always criticizing and challenging some reasons. I talked to Divine Mother, I had a vision, all are wrong, hallucination, false dream. Don't tell all these things publicly. You don't understand. And he would come and see 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. 5 years he was coming to the Krishna, mixing with Sri Ramakrishna, sitting day and night, would not go and make pranam to Ma Kali. till 1884, till his father's death. Then Master said, go on. See the love. Coming here, as a man, I have the highest respect for him, but God, Avatar, no. I am publicly, in presence of Sri Ramakrishna is telling. Others are telling Avatar, Sri Ramakrishna is telling what he says. No one says no. As a man, I have the highest respect. But Dr. Mahalal Sarkar also. Then, loving Sri Ramakrishna, coming, whole day sitting, but Avatar, God, this thing. Naren also like that. Only, even will not go to Kali temple to make pranam. That is the stoniness. But about Holy Mother, with whom no encounter was there, whom he could not see even, talk to. No, I know. I have tested Holy Mother's personality, spirituality, knowledge, these, that, austerities from Holy Mother. About Holy Mother, surrender and surrender. One, Tatam Shubhyambastotram, he composed. There he is telling, Katam Shubhe Shivakare Sukha Dukha Haste Aghurnitam Bhavajalam Pravalar Vibhangai Shanting Vidhatumi Hakim Bahudha Vibhagna Mata Prayatna Paramasi Sadaiva Vishwe Mata Prayatna Paramasi Sadaiva. This wonderful stotra. At the end, he is telling, time is short. I wanted to sing the whole, but I have not. Just last two. Kamba sarva ko grinanan Mamahina buddhe dhartum durvami vamati jagadi kathatri Sri sancintyam sucharanam avaya pratishtham seva sarira vidutam sharanam prapatti yama janma vinayatati dukkha margai asangsiddhe Swakalitai lalitai vilasai Yame buddhin suvidate Satatam dharanam Samba sarva mamagati Safale falema Samba sarva mamagati Safale falema. The meaning is, O beautiful, auspicious one, holding in thy hands pleasure and pain, who art thou? The waters of existence are furled to mighty bursting waves. Is it, O Mother, to restore the shattered calm that thou art ceaselessly active in the universe? How infinitely great is the Mother, and how inadequate the praise I sing of her. I, so poor of understanding, it is as if I desire to seize with my hands the sole sustainer of the universe. So at her blessed feet, the abode of fearlessness, meditated on by the very goddess of grace and glory, adored by those devoted to her service, I take refuge. Whether I succeed or I fail, she, the Mother, who has ever inspired my understanding on the earth, who, devising sweet, playful ways, has led me since my birth along the most painful paths to perfection. Along the most painful paths to perfection. You always want the path to be painless. That is why you are Mother, otherwise. But I know this Mother has forced me to go experience all the pangs and pains of the world. But through that only I could reach the perfection through her blessings and grace. She, the Mother, the all, is my refuge. Thou art my refuge. Taking refuge at the feet of Holy Mother Sharda Devi. without any question, who used to question any time and every time, always, with his own Guru, Sri Ramakrishna. And he knew Sri Ramakrishna and Ma Sharada Devi are not separated, two different entities. He knew, not others, that Holy Mother was one with Sri Ramakrishna, one and the same. And through many letters, he has, Narendranath, trying to make others understand that you have not yet understood Holy Mother, who she is. Means I have. How can he, without her grace, Tangvai Prasanna Bhuvi Mukti Hetu. Ore Kushi Law, Kurishki Gaurav, Dharana Dilek Paris Dharite. Master is quoting. It is there in the Gospel. Hanumanji, I was after the function of the Ashwamedha years now, the sacrifice of the horse sacrifice conducted by Ramchandraji. Now that horse will go, and if somebody catches it and then you have to fight it out, then you have defeated the opponent and they will accept you as their chief leader. All right. Hanumanji found the two small boys in the jungle fighting with him, and he got the resemblance in their faces, the resemblance of Sri Ramachandra. So Hanumanji just accepted the defeat. And this small boy is thinking, oh, what a special animal it is we have got today, and it is so powerful to others, but we have captured it. Oh, let us take him to imprison and take it to Mother and show Mother, see what a special thing we have brought today. We have defeated it, and it is a special thing, Mother, you see. Hanumanji is telling, Ore Kushi Law, Kush and Law, Kurishki Gaurav, what false pride, honor you are trying to take. Dharana Dileki Paritharite, I am the devotee of Ramchandra. Who can bind me? Who can defeat me? I know nobody. But I have accepted it myself. That is why in the Upanishad also is there. Who can know the Brahman, that ultimate reality? Yamagusha Vrinutate Nalaksha. How to know that Brahman, ultimate reality? I am doing tapasya, is that nothing. This is not the something you will do, and against that I do every day 100,000 japam. So God come and give vision. No, there is no all these things in this relative world. I have given you money, you give me something. If I do this, result will be that. This to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. All this in the physical level, in the absolute level. Only Sharana Gadham Sharana. You remain ready, giving up everything. Only those realize that Brahman, whom the Brahman, that Atman, chooses. Otherwise not. So this Holy Mother, through her grace, not even knew that for Sri Ramakrishna I had to fight so much to understand who Sri Ramakrishna was. Finally he accepted. 5 years fighting with him. But Holy Mother, Sri Ramakrishna said to many people that, oh Sharada, Saraswati, Gyandite, she is not an ordinary lady. Don't treat her. Hey, Hriday, you maltreat me many times. Even to that extent that one day Sri Ramakrishna wanted to commit suicide. So throwing himself into the Ganges. How much? This body is the problem, and I have to take the service of the nephew Hriday. So it is better. Yeah. Every day he is traveling early. What is the value of this body? He is committing suicide, is not our committing suicide. And he knows he is the Atman, he is that. And about Sri Ramakrishna Master, Swami Vivekananda said, Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swami in the Bhagavan. Sri Krishna is the God himself, appeared in Sholokala, Purnokala, a complete form. In other avatars, Angsha, Kala, a part. But as Sri Krishna, the whole God has come. That Bhagavan, what we think of. And Swami Vivekananda is Bhagavan. Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan is Ba, father of Bhagavan. Where from Bhagavan comes? Sri Ramakrishna is that. Some people have the realization. So, what I'm telling about Sri Ramakrishna to come to the conclusion, so many years, so many sadhanas, so many arguments, these, that, dilemmas he had to. Sri Ramakrishna is telling everything is Brahman. And they are criticizing, laughing at, why you are laughing? Everything, Gotiti Brahman, Batiti Brahman, this is Brahman, that is Brahman. What is this? You speak something without it, it doesn't make any sense. Are somebody asked him with this food. No, do not find that. The whole world is full of consciousness. Everything alive. You cannot see this matter. Everything is full of life, lively. So, after that, not in the street walking, some horse carriage is coming. Everything is seeing Brahman, Atman. He is not giving the way. If that carriage comes, he will be injured, he may be killed, but cannot leave. Not feeling. We go away because I have a feeling of the body. Sri Ramakrishna many times didn't have any cover in his body, no dhoti, no clothes. People will think, this, what is this? That very bad. It doesn't have a minimum courtesy. And what is it? It is he cannot be living in a civic society. They will think, Sri Ramakrishna, there is no body consciousness. Small babies, do they understand? What is to be covered? What is the covering? They don't have any feelings. Sri Ramakrishna in Samadhi, absorbed in ecstatic mood, did not have any feeling that I have a body, I have to cover it, and they are separate and I am not. They will think something wrong about me. So about Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda had so much of fighting. But about Holy Mother, through her grace, others could not understand. That Ramlal, they misbehaved with. That Hridaya misbehaved with Holy Mother. Other disciples also from a distance, of Guru's wife, that is Girish Babu, wrote so many things, but questioning, Holy Mother, yes, Holy Mother, 5 times telling, Patano ma noy, kothar kotha ma noy, Guru Potni noy, Sottikarer ma, Sotto Jonani, 5 times, Amra jani Trisotto. Holy Mother did 5 times, Pancha Sotto, to Girish Ghosh, to make him understand that I am the Divine Mother. Janma Janmantarar ma, Vishuddhananda Maharaj said, mother of this life and mother of in other lives also. But not without any, this apparently without any self-effort, there is no what special sadhana he did to understand Holy Mother. But everything he did after the passing of Sri Ramakrishna, he did just 5 minutes. I give several instances. First, we find that Swamiji is mentioning Holy Mother in 1891 letter from Gazipur, 14th February. Girish Babu and Balaram Babu, both are devotees. They are fighting Holy Mother in Kamarpukur, not having food and nobody is to take care. We will bring Holy Mother. Holy Mother will be in my family. Holy Mother will be. These 2 devotees are fighting. Who will keep Holy Mother? And they will both will not give up fighting. Fighting means lovingly fight. This is Balaram Babu's house is here. Those who have visited Calcutta, you have seen this Girish Memorial. Girish Babu's house was there. Holy Mother could go during Durga Puja time. Girish have come to see the Durga Puja. So Holy Mother was staying in Balaram Babu's house, going to see Girish Babu's Durga Puja house. It is just 100 meters like that. But who will be? And asking Narendranath, who will give the solution? Because Sri Ramakrishna announced among his disciples that of all of you, Naren is the Sahasradala Padma, 1000-petaled lotus. He is leader of all. Gaite, Bajate, Diktate, Buddhite, Khanjame, Gyan, Surjo, this singing, music, meditation. He is born, Siddha, perfected with meditation. And he Sapta Rishi is one Rishi, he is Nara Rishi. So all this Ramakrishna said about Narendranath. So Narendranath is the main leader, you will follow. So now, Naren, what we should do actually, Narendranath, both are of he is both were of his father's age. So tell him, Balaram Babu, you see, you are like father. Just think of where your small children don't take any, he has misbehaved with you, this. Where Holy Mother will be there? How can I say? Who am I to say that? Means you are also nobody to take the decision. Not directly tell him, I scold you. Why did you do that? Tell him, who am I? If Holy Mother has already come in Calcutta, to Calcutta with you or in Grisbo, please do convey my millions of koti prana, millions and millions of bhuvishta, sastanga prana, prostrations, and pray to her for to bless me, for me on behalf of me. You pray that what Master said, if it is happening, if it is not happening in this body, not possible, then this body hurts. Seek blessings from her for me. See means who you are to take any decision about Holy Mother. Holy Mother will be in his house or that house, 5 days or 3 days, Holy Mother will go or not go. Who are you? Don't you understand? He is the Divine Mother. If she is there already, seek blessings from her for my everything, perfection. Second time we find July 1890, coming to Calcutta. And Mushiki Holy Mother was there at that time, near Belur, his rented house. Swamiji is going to Himalaya to Tapasya. Sri Ramakrishna said many things that is not coming to be fructified. So let me wait. I will remain absorbed in Samadhi, Himalayas. Holy Mother is telling Ganga that Akandana, which is pretty monastic name. So we are giving you our Sarvasya, not any Sarvasya. He was not that world famous, not at that time. That everybody, I also know. We nowadays, oh, Holy Mother is Divine Mother, as if we have understood the Divine Mother. Ore Kushila Korishki Goro. If Ochine Gaski Chenaja, if God, if that Brahman does not appear, reveal itself to you, who can know that Brahman? That Divine Mother, Tongpur Krishna, if she is propitiate, she gives the liberation. Otherwise, who can understand the Divine Mother? Beyond any understanding. So, Swami Vivekananda is taking leave. Holy Mother is blessing Gangadhar. See, my Naren does not have any scarcity of food. He is going to remain in Nirvikalpa Samadhi in Himalayas, intense sadhana. See the mother's blessing. Yes, my son, I remaining absorbed in you get more and more quiet and completely absorption. Intense Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I bless you, my son. No, see that he gets good food. Holy Mother Sarvadi. And Ganges, Gangadhar, we are giving our Sarvasya. We are our everything to you. See that my Naren doesn't suffer from any scarcity of food. Because Naren did not do Bhiksha, that you know Himalayas, allow him to remain absorbed. Who will do Bhiksha? I mean, within 21 days, my body will fall like the rye leaves in the winter, in the autumn. Automatically this body will fall. Because 21 days, there is no food, no. This physical body needs some physical. So you take care of his body. And he is our everything. Naren, not that famous Swami Vivekananda, world famous Swami Vivekananda. After it is before that, in 1890, Holy Mother is dead. And Naren left with the blessings of Ma, you bless me, that is enough. So we went. After going to Madras, we'll go to money collected, he returned. Ticket was booked. In those days, you book perhaps Sunday. No, again, was not able to take decision. Although Sri Ramakrishna was becoming from the ocean side, walking on the ocean and asking him to follow him. He means come to the West and local devotees, youngsters, they say, wonderful man. Who can better represent Hinduism there? It is a chance that we are all subject nation. Hindu Hinduism is a religion of all casteism, untouchability, snake charming, all bad things, idol worship. These people do not come. Swami, we want to give you all the Vedantic explanations. These are not our religion. These are all bad things and rituals, local something, something. This is not part of religion. So Vedanta or religion, this man can represent. They are trying to send him. Swamiji also ready, Master also showed, but not living. Without the permission of Holy Mother, sent message to Holy Mother. See, will I go or not go? Is it my decision or it is Holy Mother? Holy Mother saying that yes, Master also has given me a vision and asked me that keep permission, not go with my blessings is Master's work. Going to the West, 4 years after the West, coming back in 1897, meeting with Holy Mother, first meeting. Their wonderful description is there that it was a memorable and historic occasion. All those who had the rare privilege to see this meeting between Holy Mother and the illustrious Swami Vivekananda, for the first time after the latter's return from the West, with laurels of glory and fame, felt an exuberance of joy. Holy Mother stood silently at the door and said, Holy Mother, deeply moved at the sight of Swami Vivekananda, and after an interval of nearly 7 years, stood speechless as if in a trance, and Swami Vivekananda fell prostrate, giving prostrations with humility, with deep reverence, prostrating himself with deep reverence and humility before Holy Mother. And now Holy Mother is asking, how was your health, my dear son? All others will ask you, what you did there, what happened with this? This is Holy Mother, his mother, asking, how is your health? You have been in Darjeeling. So Swamiji then asked others, devotees following him, that yes, you all make pranams, but don't touch her feet. When he made pranams to Mother, Swamiji did not touch her feet, as is often customary. But he didn't go. Swamiji was asking the shopkeepers, go and prostrate before the Mother, but don't touch her feet. She is so gracious, so tender and affectionate, that when one touches her feet, she then readily draws into and takes upon herself all the misery and suffering of the hapless soul, out of her infinite grace and unbounded love and compassion for one and all. Thereby she has to suffer herself silently for others' sake. Go slowly and make pranams, prostrate one by one, pray to her and ask for her blessings from the bottom of your heart with all sincerity, but without verbal expression. She is ever in a super conscious state and understands everybody's mind. You don't need to shout. Your prayer is just over and over. See the reverence for others are showing that is Guru's wife. So, narrating how the work, it was Master's work or not, Holy Mother is telling, yes, Mother says the Master is always with you. You have still many more things to do for the good of the world. Whatever you have done is Master's work, because many were brother disciples, even our Master Master aim, recorder of the gospel, not directly telling, but why sadhus will engage for organization, Sangho, giving up japa meditation, we do hospitals, we this, that, relief work. What is the business? Our business is doing japa meditation, prayer, and self-realization finished. Naren knows that, no, Master said, not only self-realization, you have realized yourself. Now you know, but you have to share this with others. That is why you are born. That is Mother's mission. The key is with me. You have to do Mother's work, and this is Mother's work. And all the Guru Bhais, the brother disciples have to be part of this. That is what is organization. Organization is the division of labor. If others do not do that, then Sri Krishna's mission will not be fulfilled. And Sri Krishna and whole Divine Mother is not separate. Divine Mother's Mahakali's mission means, Master's mission means Mahakali's mission, and that is what each and everyone has to do. And through doing that, it is not karma yoga, it is not relief, it is doing the worship of the same ultimate reality way which we are trying to realize in our life. So this Holy Mother's permission, then Sangho, he will set up 1st May 1897, that We have to have an organization. Otherwise, without any organization, you can not spread the masters and Vedantic universal message for which Ramakrishna came. Then Holy Mother, don't think Holy Mother is our Guru's wife. She is the Sangha Janani. She is the protectress and the presiding deity of our Sangha. No, never, no bhuyo, no bhavishyati. Never in the history of mankind that a lady, a woman will be put at the head of the helm, everything of a monastery which is meant for the men. Always, that is why Sri Ramakrishna did the puja, Saraswati puja to Holy Mother. Swami Vivekananda also is spreading this message that centering Holy Mother, that divinity is manifested in this case for the good of the whole world. Women will know that their power. In the Chandi, there is their Striya Samasta Sakala Jagatsu, Vidya Samastas. This Holy Mother is Saraswati, that divine mother. And that divine mother is present in all women. Men have to, everywhere, not only in India, everywhere, the humankind, men folk, they have to pay respect, honor to the women. And women also must know their dignity, their divinity, that divine mother, divine power is working through them. They are not the playmates of men and just man making, children making machine. It is not that for their enjoyment. They must also know, they must not be so cheap and casual. They must know their value, their role in the society, their divinity, embodiment of their divinity. Through Holy Mother's life, new Gargis and Mutris will come from America. He was writing letter to Swaminandaji. You have not yet understood Holy Mother who she is, but I have understood. And through the life and teachings of Holy Mother centered in her life, again the new Gargis and Mutris will come. We will have a month for the women. First mother and mother's children, then father and father's children. I don't bother for the moms, but first. But Holy Mother should not be dragged down publicly. Other brothers say that the masters like master, Holy Mother's body also will go. Master said when public will recognize at the avatar, as the avatar, then this body will go. At last, I will speak, make it public. So Holy Mother also, if you publicly will, Holy Mother's life also. Then he said, all right, let Holy Mother be there, but we know what she is. You people must know. So keeping Holy Mother at the center of everything, this organization, Ramakrishna Mission, was established, and Holy Mother was declared the protectress, the presiding deity of this Sangha journey. And after that, another incident was the plague was there. Swami started relief work. There was no money. Now newly purchased balloon, he wants to sell it. All the brother disciples going to Holy Mother. She is selling. Who will say no to Noren? So Holy Mother said, call Noren. Then Noren, I heard that you are going to sell the property, Belumon. Then Swamiji was telling, yes, mother, we need to sell because there is no money. Then Holy Mother said, for only one reliquary, this Ramakrishna will be finished and gone. I know you people can stay anywhere, but in future generations, those will be monks. Where they will go? They cannot beg door to door like you and stay anywhere and everywhere. You are my heroic children, I know. But the future generations, Master's mission will be stopped through only one relief activity. So many things are there, my child. Don't worry, money will come. Don't sell. And how can you sell, my dear Naren? Is it your property more? So they know what is not my property. Yes. Then how can you sell? Trustees are other, and everything is being done in the name of mother. How can you say? No, her mother's name is there. Holy Mother is teasing him. Yes. So how can you sell, my dear son? Money will come. So Belumot said. Then one cook did something wrong. Swamiji dismissed him. He went to Calcutta Bagbazar, where Holy Mother was staying, and surrendered that yes, I am poor, I did this stealing and what to do out of poverty I have done. That day, Babura Maharaj also went there, and then Holy Mother was saying, Babura, your sadhus, you don't know the suffering of the householder people, how they manage their family. Oh, this man is a poor one. He has told me, and I have forgiven. Means if you, Sri Krishna said, in the Gita also Bhagavan said, surrender to God. God will take care of you. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam prajaham tva sarva papebhyo mokshishimi masu. I will bring the liberation to you. Anannas chintantamang ye jana parjupasate tesam nityabhijuktanam yogakshamam bhavo. Who ever remaining busy fixing his or her mind in me and me alone, doing sadhana, I offer everything. I not only send, I carry myself. Whatever he has already achieved, material treasure or spiritual treasure, I protect that. Yogakshamam. And whatever he needs extra for the liberation or reaching the final goal, that also I myself carry, not I send. See the word of God. So Holy Mother said, he has surrendered and I have forgiven. Take him back to more. Baba Maharaj was telling Prabhuji, how can I take? Swamiji has dismissed him, he has done this. Tell Naren that I have sent. You are sadhus, you do not know the suffering of them. He has done, he has confessed, finished. If you utter your word, confess to God with tearful eyes, if God forgives, what is sin? In mistakes, we do. Father, mother, do they mind? The children's many mistakes they do, they don't know. So wonderful words and messages are through this Swamiji's devotion to Holy Mother, and Holy Mother also helping Swamiji, setting up the organization, getting the consent of all others. Nivedita and other Western women are coming. We are monks. Why we should get mixed with the women and doing work in the society? And what is our business? Naren has become Christianized. He is no more Hindu. Sanskrit Pandit in those days here, there, Swami Vivekananda, it is garden house, not a mosque. Enjoying foreign visitors coming, women are coming, all these things, this wrong understanding of the Pandits and others that when there are no more Hindus, we started doing Durga Puja. Holy Mother said, yes, without that, the Aradhana, worship of Shakti, no good can come and start. And Swamiji wanted that we will eat the boli, sacrifice, hundreds and thousands of goats, that the Belur Ganga water will be seen red. It will turn into red with the blood. Let Indian people see a little blood and let their blood also boil within. That how long they will remain a subject. A few, a handful of European people will come, foreigner will come, and already 1,000 years you are suffering the subjugation. Now, see the blood, arouse your Shakti, this, and then have your liberty. This liberty also necessary. If you do not have this liberty, then what the spiritual liberty you will understand? A subject nation doesn't have any religion, somebody say. What? And Holy Mother said, a very good idea. My son, do everything, but don't give the sacrifice. Because you are sadhus. Abhayam sarvabhutesh. We have taken the vow that fearlessness, we will not do any harm. Nobody should have. So this is also. And goat, don't do goat sacrifice. There is. And what is the meaning of sacrifice? Sacrifice is not giving some boli, some goat. It is not. Goat is the symbol of Oshu, this animal instinct in us. My God, I am offering the animal, Pashava Vritti, my lower instincts to enjoy and remain in the physical level only. I am offering it, giving a completely boli means I am shivering its head. Means I will not allow my brutal instincts, my animal instincts anymore to overpower me, deviate and force me to deviate from my spiritual path. That is the boli. Boli means our ego. Boli means our bad, evil tendencies. That is the secret of boli. So my son will do that. So with the permission of Holy Mother, everything he did in this way and bringing the mind of everyone that try to understand the Holy Mother. In the scripture it is said, if you know the relation with the God, then Sri Krishna also said, why you are just hankering again and again, pestering me for this, the vision, God realization. Know my relation with you. What else? Whatever I have done, it is everything for you. Only you know your relation with me. if we know our relation with the Divine Mother and make her a refuge in our life, then everything will come. One day Swamiji went, this moksha will come. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha, everything will come. Desire to enjoy, that will also come. Bhoga and nishtaya, mukti also will come. If our blissful, compassionate glance is cast on us, and that will happen only when we surrender and accept her as our refuge. As Swami Vivekananda said, "Thou art my refuge. I do not know anything else." At the end of his life, one day he went to visit Holy Mother and taking her blessings and telling Mother, "I love you, future. Through your blessings, many Naren will be born. Hundreds and thousands Vivekananda also will come. But through your grace, I know this also, that a mother like you is only one and the only one, without a second." And let Holy Mother Sharda Devi be universal refuge of all of us to bring the goal of life a reality in this life itself. Om Janani Saradam Devim Ram Krishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Darshitva Pranamami. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thanks to all of you for your patient hearing. Jai Thakur, Jai Ma, Jai Shanti.